Well, the chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, Mr. Ola Olukayode, has called on Nigerian youth to take the lead in combating corruption and internet fraud. Speaking at a town hall meeting in Kaduna State, he urged young people to prioritize integrity over the allure of quick wealth. Lupe has some reports from Kaduna State.
The town hall meeting held in Kaduna brought together government officials, traditional and religious leaders, military personnel, students and members of the public. The event aimed to sensitize young Nigerians about their crucial role in the fight against corruption. Representing the EFCC chairman, Benedict Ubi, highlighted the devastating impact of corruption.
A lot of easy money is drawing young people into the vortex of criminality. Any young person that is tainted with cybercrime faces a grim future. There is no sustaining success in internet fraud. I hope our youths are hearing. The attendant strength that comes from a positive outlook and reform-minded pursuits is too important for youths to compromise on the altar of corruption.
The theme of this year's Anti-Corruption Day, Uniting the Youths Against Corruption, Shaping Tomorrow's Integrity, was described as a rallying call for collective action. Also present were representatives of the Kaduna State government, legal practitioners and other stakeholders who underscored the importance of youth-driven initiatives against graft.
It is high time youths join hands together to pursue values that will add strength to their lives.
The event concluded with a renewed commitment from the youth and stakeholders to foster a culture of transparency and accountability in their communities. Lupe Asom, TVC News, Kaduna.
The National Orientation Agency is carrying out a nationwide sensitization and security consciousness campaign against get-rich-quick syndrome, which is prevalent in the society. Speaking at a press conference in Owerri, the Imo State capital, to flag up the campaign, the Director General of the National Orientation Agency, Lanre Isa Onilu, expressed worry over the alarming increase of fraudulent practices like internet fraud, ritual activities for money, and financial crimes.
Citizens must reject shortcuts to wealth and embrace integrity, hard work, and the opportunities provided through government initiatives to make life better for citizens. In this youth-tide season, the tendency to resort to criminal ways to acquire ill-gotten wealth so as to impress others is heightened. The NOA will, in this month of December, be carrying out nationwide sensitization against the get-rich-quick syndrome.
It is our duty as Nigerians, as abundance keepers, to please continue to talk about this so that they will understand the dangers involved. In the next future, in the next 20 years, I tell you that in the next 20 years, we may not have enough old men. Those in the age bracket of 60, 56, we may not have them. Because these young boys, they get involved in these things, and before you know it, they die quickly.
The Institute of Africa and Diaspora Studies, University of Lagos, has honored about 3 persons who had the best theses across Africa. The 11th and former Vice-Chancellor of the University of Lagos, Professor Rahman Bello, whom the award is named after, commends the institute winners, and for their contribution towards national development. The winner, who comes from Uganda, speaks on the significance of the thesis and how it feels to receive the award.
It was to establish a formal research element into African and diaspora studies in the University of Lagos. And it came up at an opportune time where we are to be able to look at relationship between Africans and their brothers in the diaspora, as well as enhancing the African studies itself generally all over the world. That was the essence, actually.
Become the reference point for research in African studies on this continent. Don't believe me. He wasn't rich. We speak about Isaac Newton. He was not a millionaire. We speak about several people who have been able to achieve significant landmarks in research. So there's no better way to keep your name growing, to keep your name alive, than doing cutting-edge research for which you'll ever be remembered for.
This study, I think, shall help us understand is to explain how religious movements emerge. Because in Africa, there is a proliferation of many religious movements. Everywhere a church is coming up. And so this study, I think, gives insight into how we can explain the rise, the emergence of religious movements, non-institutionalized religious movements, breakaway religious movements, separationist religious movements in the post-colonial world.